everyone, Quartzy here, back at it again with another speed paint, but in this time, it's different. This time, we got a freaking story in the background. Woo! Anyway, back to this original plan. No school, the place we go for 12 to 16 years to learn because education. Ugh. Okay, I don't hate school, but you're looking at a person who actually likes math. Okay, anyway, I whipped up some stories to tell from my education place, because original concept, am I right? I usually move schools pretty often, but I've stopped finally. I moved around like 5 times or so during just elementary school, and I recently moved last year for my grade, and it was interesting because it was like, oh, I'm a new kid again. Oh boy. And the way it ended up that year was completely different than I actually thought it would end up. Because it was just like weird and a lot different from what I anticipated. But I'm going to share some of those stories. So, one time on my birthday, I was chilling in our reading and writing class while it was about, the bell was about to ring. So it was kind of just like, I was just chilling, talking to my friend. And then one of the popular girls just goes, "Wait, is it somebody's birthday today?" Because usually people write their happy birthday blank on whoever's name is of their birthday on the board. So this person goes like, "Wait, is it anyone's birthday today?" And I kind of like silently freak out. I'm just like, "Crap, it's my birthday today." I'll kind of look at my friend like, I think it's gonna happen. So my teacher had this like calendar of birthdays, and she looked over at it. She's like, the 12th. Wait, isn't it the 12th? And I was just like, oh crap. And then she looked at me and started singing happy birthday, and then everybody starts joining in because my life is perfect. Well, I just sat there and died and hid behind my friend because I'm a really shy introvert. But I was okay. No, I wasn't. But I survived that part. Anyway, so one time we were at lunch, and it was me, my friend, and three other friends. I'll just give them fake names because I don't know if they would want their name because I didn't ask, and it's 3 in the morning. So I'll call them. I don't know what to call them. I'll call them A, M, and K because that's the first letters of their name. So we were just sitting and eating lunch, and my friend Kay had a banana. So, same girl who started like the girl that started the whole thing of like, happy birthday song in the last story. She comes over to us and asks for my friend Kay's banana. Of course, he says no. So she walks away, and I licked it because I wanted it. And then he's just like, okay, you can keep that. And then we both realize, wait, she wants the banana. So me, all of us were just like, hey, you want this banana still? And she took it. And we were just waiting for her to eat it. And so we were just sitting there and waiting while just we were just sitting there and waiting for her to eat it, and then she just deep throats it into her mouth, and we all just start bursting out laughing. And one of the popular girls at her table looked at us weirdly and just like, relax, it's just a banana. I'm just like, you didn't know the real consequences. And that was funny. Another time is when we were in PE, and usually my knees can easily give out, but they hadn't done it for a long time, so I was chill. But when I was stretching, we were doing this like thing from going like side to side, and my knee just completely dislocates. It was my left knee. It hurt. And I immediately fall to the ground, just like, oh my god, ow. And I kind of didn't notice it at first, but I just felt crap ton of pain until I like looked up at my knee, and my kneecap wasn't in the front anymore. It was off to the side. And I just freaked out a lot. And then coach had to pick me up and carry me to the bleachers and get me ice, and I had to sit there the entire period until everybody left. And then I had to figure out with a wheelchair and how to change on my own. And I did, apparently. And then the girl pushed me to my next class, and when at the end of my last class, it was just like, um, it was just like my friend tried to open my locker and she kept doing it, and my friend's normal classroom was like right in front of my locker, and she saw me and she was just like freaking out, and then she was like, she gave me like this hand motion like, dude, what happened? And I'm just like, okay, hold on. She's like, no, I need to know now. So as soon as the bell rang, she just sprinted out of the door, and just I told her what happened, and she unlocked my locker for me, and then we went to return the wheelchair to the nurse, and she had to like haul me all the way to the band hall to get her instruments. And it was very interesting that day. Since I couldn't ride the bus, she had to call her mom and wait for her to pick us up. And thank God she has an awesome mom, and we're best friends. So we got home eventually, which is cool. And I'm glad that I have that friend in order to be there and help me through the hard times, boy. Oh, yee. I'm joking. Anyway, I guess that's just some of my school stories. I have more up my sleeve, but I don't really want to talk about them right now because it's late at night. And I hope you guys enjoy this video and have good days.